If Mom appreciates the finer things in life, she is going to love this recipe. We're talking Palm Beach sirloin and African lobster tail, also known as surf and turf.
Always glad to have sous chef Patrick Valentino and owner Ralph Lewis. You know what? We're licking our chops here, so let's get started.
Okeechobee Steakhouse, a good place to take Mom, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
I won't complain, by the way, hint, hint. Tell us, what's the difference between the Florida and then the African lobster tail?
Well, the Florida lobster tails are warm water lobster tails. South African lobster tails are cold water, and they have a sweeter meat. So it's for me, it's a better lobster tail.
Oh, yeah, okay. And what's the proper way to get all that meat out of the tail?
Well, if you have a lobster tail, you want to take your knife and just enter it right in where the tail meets the base of the tail. And then you slice right down, and then the meat, just open the shell, and the meat will come right out.
Pop it right out.
I can feel the heat coming off, so you want to get started for us here today? I know you guys are going to be crowded for the weekend, as always.
Yeah, we'll be busy Sunday.
Good stuff.
Right,
How about the cooking times? You know, how long should you cook, the steak? That's a big, thick piece of meat.
Big, thick piece of meat. I'm going to say, for rare, about 6 minutes each side for a piece of steak.
We see you seasoned it up really well.
Seasoned very liberally with salt and pepper. This is our 10-ounce prime trademark sirloin, Palm Beach sirloin. What we're going to do here, we're going to put it right there to get a nice sizzle, get a nice crust on that steak. And then that's going to sit there for a few minutes on each side. While that's working, we'll take our South African lobster tail and we'll stuff it with our crab meat stuffing here.
Now, what goes into that? Can you spill the secret? Is it a secret? I don't know.
I can give you a little bit of an insight here. It's jumbo lump crab meat, some panko breadcrumbs, celery, onion, and green bell pepper.
And once you cook this, it does not dry out? I mean, that's always my challenge.
No, because we have to cook it at about 350, 375 for about 7 to 8 minutes, and then it'll come out, and we'll dust it with a little bit more of the paprika to get a nice golden brown for another few minutes on top of that.
And then you have a fancy sauce that goes with that also.
That's right, that's right. It's our orange basil beurre blanc sauce. It's an old school French butter sauce made with wine, vinegar, orange juice, reduce that down. We hit it with a little bit of cream and whole butter and basil and orange.
You know this, the old school stuff though, it tends to stick around because it's a favorite. We've got to congratulate you. You guys just opened a new meat market. Tell us more about that.
We just opened 1947 Gourmet Meat Market. We sell all prime, dry age, and wet age meats right behind the steakhouse. So we're in our 71st year. So in our 71st year, we've got to open the meat market we wanted to open for a long time. We sell all the same great meats we sell at the steakhouse, plus all the wines, and then a lot more.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's great. Look at that. So after 71 years, you decided to expand a little bit.
Doing something new. My husband said to tell you there goes his entire paycheck because these are grades of meat. I mean, if you want to treat yourself especially, you can't necessarily find these in the grocery store.
Oh, you can't get this in the grocery stores. And we have our own proprietary dry aging system. We have state-of-the-art dry aging rooms, which you both know. So we do most of our dry aging meat is 40 to 45 days. Our wet age, like the one here, is 30 to 35 days.
Oh, wow.
It's a different process for each one. We have our own meat cutters. In fact, over the weekend, I was cutting meat myself. So that's how much we're selling.
When the owner gets in the kitchen, wow.
We'll be open at the meat market on Sunday. If you can't come in the restaurant we'll be open on Saturday at the meat market. You can't come in the restaurant on Sunday. You can get all of this at the market on Saturday to fix it for your mother on Sunday.
Are you guys all booked up already, or do you still have some room?
We have a little bit of reservations left. You can call. We take limited reservations, but give us a call and see what you can do. And a lot of walk-ins are welcome. We open at 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Guys, thank you so much.
Keep working on that nice piece of meat there, and thank you both for being here today. We appreciate it.
Can't forget the truffles. We've got to point those out.
Oh yeah,
the raspberry truffles.
Beautiful.
Yeah, my wife Laura's favorite.
Thank you.